What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to go through Route 5. And the very first thing that happens as you go into this route, like a lot of other routes, Charon stops you for battle. So, let's see what he has for Pokemon this time around. Considering I chose Snivy, he's going to have his Pignite and a Pansage, as well as this Liepard and a Tranquil. So, Route 5 really isn't that long of a route. In fact, I'd probably go as far to say that it is the shortest route in any game, probably. Just as far as, physical or virtual, I guess, distance that you have to go to travel through it. But it makes up for that in the amount of Pokemon trainers that you can fight. And let's see here. I should be able to take out this girder with, take out this Tranquil with my girder in probably one hit, I would assume. Yep. And now he should probably send out his Pansear, not Pansear, his Pansage, I would assume. Although maybe his Pignite. Nope, Pansage. I probably shouldn't have too much of difficulty to take him out either. Although I guess I didn't one-shot him. That's good at least. And after we go through Route 5, we're going to go over the Driftveil Drawbridge, which is kind of a recurring theme in Pokemon Black and White. For some reason, they have like a shitload of bridges, like the Sky Arrow Bridge, then the Driftveil Bridge, the Two-Blind Bridge, the Marvelous Bridge, and I bet I'm forgetting one last bridge, but anyway, for some reason there's like a hell of a lot of bridges. And the thing about the Driftveil Drawbridge is just like rustling grass and what else is there? There's rustling grass and like rustling or like a whirlwind of dust or whatever in caves. Along those same lines, there's shadows that come up whenever you're on most bridges. And the thing about that is you can either A, get a feather, or B, you can have a battle with a Ducklet. And I think that's the only way you can actually find Ducklet. So, I guess keep that in mind. And I forget what the feathers do, but they're also something that's generally pointless, I believe. And the same thing with the gems that you can find in caves. Because the gems boost a specific attack power for the duration of one battle, and that's it. And I guess each wing adds an EV point to the target Pokemon that it's used on. So actually, I guess they're not that pointless, but in reality, it would be much easier to just like go ahead and find a specific type of Pokemon to battle to raise up your EV points, especially if you have like a power item, like a power bracer or, something like that, a power weight, as opposed to, hoarding out different wings. And just to list all of them off, there's the Health Wing, the Muscle Wing, Resist, Genius, Clever, Swift, and Pretty, although it looks like the Pretty Wing does nothing. But you can sell it for $100. So it's kind of useless. But now we are finishing up this battle with the two preschoolers. And after this is all said and done, I believe we can do whatever we want. And Alder won't, move us on to the next thing. So I believe Charon and Elisa both say they're just going to go ahead and wait at the drawbridge entrance. So the rest of this video is just me battling every single trainer that there is. And right now we are battling a Baker, and I believe she has all three of the stage 1 elemental monkeys, or the basic stage of the elemental monkeys. And let me go into something real quick. In the TCG, because I've started kind of getting back into it, I want to start, going to like leagues or tournaments or something like that. But at the same time, I also don't want to be the only 23-year-old dude playing Pokemon cards because it's kind of odd, to be honest. But anyway, something that always like tripped me up when I was a kid was the fact that like, for example, in front of me I have a Venipede card, and it says Basic, and then Whirlipede says Stage 1, and Scolipede says Stage 2. But in reality, in my opinion, I would say Venipede is Stage 1, also known as Basic, Whirlipede would be Stage 2, and Scolipede would be Stage 3. And when I was a kid, I never understood if they meant that Whirlipede was Stage 1, or if it meant that, because in reality, the Stage 1 that's on the Whirlipede card is right above the little picture of Venipede. So I didn't know if it meant Whirlipede would be a Stage 1 Pokemon, or if it's referring to Venipede being the Stage 1 in the line of Whirlipede's evolution. And to be honest, I still don't know. So when I refer to, the first stage or the Stage 1 of an evolutionary line, I mean the basic Pokemon. And that could be wrong in, like, the semantics of, or the syntax of, official Pokemon stuff, but I would definitely argue against that point if it was the case. Because in my opinion, Scolipede being the third Pokemon in the evolution, it's a Stage 3 Pokemon. It's the third stage. So, I don't know. So yeah, to be honest, that's still kind of... I still don't really know what the official way of saying that is, but I know the way that I say it, and I think I'm right. So, everybody else can screw themselves, I suppose. Just kidding. So, anyway. Now we have taken down that backpacker, and we are going to get a revive. And actually, all of the items in this area are pretty lame, to be honest, because you can get a Great Ball, a Hyper Potion, a Revive, and a Zinc, and the only worthwhile item really is like the Zinc. Let me see exactly what a Zinc does, because I forget what stat it increases. It says it adds 10 special defense EVs. So, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to remember every single, vitamins, corresponding stat other than HP up, because it's so easy to remember. But, anyway. And the Pokemon that you can get in this area are Liepard, Trubbish, Minccino, and in black only you can get Gothita, and in white you can get Solasis. And it is the first area that you can get Gothita or Gothita and Solasis, other than Route 16, but considering you can get to Route 16 and Route 5 at the same time, it's kind of a toss-up. But, and also in the rustling grass you can get Cinccino or Cinccino, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the evolution of Minccino or Minccino. And also you can get Emolga, but I don't think this is the first area where you can get Emolga in rustling grass. Although it could be, considering I wouldn't doubt it if they didn't let you catch one before the Nimbasa City Gym, so it would kind of be a surprise. But now we're facing off this dude's Whirlipede, the Harlequin, and I think this is probably the last guy that we face, although maybe after this we face the Guitar Hero dude, but I think we might have already done that. And the thing about, Musician Preston, the thing about him is he gives you an electric guitar. And one of the reasons why I hate the Pokemon musical in this game so much, and why I feel it's such a waste of time, is because of the fact that he is like, he's either the only person that gives you a prop, or he's like one of two people in the entire game that gives you a prop outside of the Pokemon musical. So realistically, there's no incentive for you to ever even think about the Pokemon musical ever again once you pass Nimbasa City, other than musician Preston and like maybe one other person. So I don't know. It just seems to me as if the Pokemon musical was like thrown in towards the end of the development cycle, and they didn't really put any thought or effort into it. And in reality, I would have much rather had them, use that building and just threw in, like 10 trainers for me to battle once every day, and the levels of their Pokemon were kind of mirrored as far as like how far in the game I was, something like that where it's like actually useful, because it's always annoying when developers put things in that just, they were obviously half-baked ideas, or they didn't have enough time to really, put enough time into them. And that's what I think the Pokemon musical is. And they could have easily just done something mindless like, my previous suggestion of just putting like 10 random ass trainers in the area, and after you beat the game, have them have like level 70 Pokemon, and for you to be able to, fight them. Like that would be so much more worthwhile than the Pokemon musical. But anyway, there you can see I picked up a resist wing from the shadows, and that's what I was talking about before. And this is pretty much the end of the video, and after we get through the Driftveil Drawbridge, we are going to be in Driftveil City. So I'll go ahead and see you in the next video.